dun, 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 right? We were created to participate in this spiritual dance of listening to the Spirit and learning about Christ, not alone, but together as the communion of saints. The idea that you're on a solo journey with God, that it's you and God versus the world, is completely incompatible with Scripture. And it is not the way that Scripture tells us that we were created. Humankind is created to be interconnected with each other and with God. And so when God says, let's make mankind in the image and likeness, it was God turning to God's self and saying, let's make something else that is as interconnected as we are. Let's make something else that can join with us in this great circle dance. Let's expand the dance now. Now, if you've ever been to a Greek wedding, they sort of demonstrate this with a dance that they do after the bride and groom are pronounced husband and wife. They do this thing where the bride and the groom start on the dance floor and they begin to do this little circle dance, and they walk around in a circle, and slowly people that are there at the reception begin to join them, and the line gets longer and longer as they weave in and out of each other, continuing in a circle. And as more and more people join, the line gets faster and faster and faster, and it begins this swirling, twirling, rolling in until they become kind of like this human cinnamon roll with the bride and groom at the very center, and there's momentum and energy until the bride and groom are at the center of this beautiful wrap of love by the entire group and all of the people around them. There's more energy and momentum picked up the tighter and tighter and tighter around the bride and groom. And there's this loving embrace from the entire community. And this is sort of the circle dance of the three-in-one God that all of humanity is invited into. And when these human beings created in the perichoresis image of God, God looks at it and says, this is very good. And so when we think of us entering the circle dance with God, when we enter into this relationship with God, we should never think, me and God dancing on our own. No! It should be this dance group party, this flash mob of all of us dancing together that we are invited into, and then we invite others to be a part of. And sometimes when I hear people talk about like their spiritual life is kind of dry and there's not a lot of vitality to it, it's not very vibrant, sometimes one of the things I wonder is, who are you dancing with? Who are you engaging with? Because there's an energy and there's a momentum that happens when we begin to engage with each other, with God, than when we just do it on our own. Sometimes the spiritual lives that we are living look more like Billy Idol's I want to dance by myself. Wait, is that right? Dance with myself versus the CNC Music Factory, everybody dance now. Dun, 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 right? We were created to participate in this spiritual dance of listening to the Spirit and learning about Christ, not alone, but together as the communion of saints that we have been sent to, those right around us.